Little Benjamin, a little bird of mine, told me that Babylonia has some young boys. How old are they?
What?
You know, Babylonia, that football team from the Spanish-speaking country in Europe. What was it? It's Argentina. You know, the team that Messiah played in.
Are you trying to say Barcelona?
Yes, exactly that Sharpiro. So do they have some young boys, players?
Well, their academy, La Masia, is one of, if not the best in the world of football, so they have a pretty young squad, and two key players were born in the 2007, and Lamine Yamal isn't even 18 yet. So I'd say they are
He's under 18. Say less, Benny boy. The game is booted up already. Who wants to play as intern Miami against me?
I can play, but is it me, or does this year's FIFA look a bit different?
That's because it isn't any FIFA or EA EFC release. It's eFootball, or previously known as Pro Evolution Soccer, the second biggest soccer franchise in the world of video games, and it's actually been dominating the scene around PlayStation 2 era.
What?
So it has some history, and many gamers has been praising it for the more realistic and tactical approach.
Shut the hell up, you nerd. Nobody asked you to read the entire Wikipedia article for this shitty game, and you just totally killed the hype for the goal that demented fuck scored in the first action of the game.
Dude, it's not even close to FIFA controls, and Joe suddenly started to play like he's been grinding this game for weeks.
It's because of these young boys. We transfer energy and I get the youthful energy and they get my wisdom and experience.
If they get your wisdom, then I feel really sorry for their parents. All those years of education just went down the drain like that.
Why does the replay lag like that if gameplay runs smoothly?
Don't worry, my ice cream cooled gaming PC will handle it. It didn't fail in like 20 minutes already.
Dude, why is your PC in Oval Office? Shouldn't it be replaced by Trump's computer?
Because I'm not a fucking loser. And I have consoles for gaming because that's what consoles have been made for. Why the fuck would I waste time on tweaking the graphics settings for hours just to end up with a loud piece of shit that draws the electricity of the entire White House compound when you play a game? Consoles are perfectly fine, and don't even try to give me that bullshit subscription argument because I am not a broke bitch and I can afford to pay $20 a month.
You're entitled to your opinion, and that's perfectly fine, but gaming computers are decades ahead in terms of graphics, and if you have a really good GPU, then you can play all the titles in over 60 FPS, while most really great-looking titles are capped at 30 frames on the consoles. And exclusives also aren't a thing anymore since Xbox gave up on them years ago, and Sony's bringing all of their exclusives after a few months to PC lately, so I don't really see the point in buying a console if you're really into gaming and have the money. I can understand buying the Nintendo Switch, Theo, because it still has great exclusives, it has some features you can't emulate on PC, and it's one of the most portable and durable consoles in history. And it's also really cheap if you go refurbished.
Ben, if someone who wants to play on a Switch can't afford a $300 console, then it's a sign that they should find a job because you have a fucking problem and probably even addiction. Those are the same people that watch porn 3 times a day and become cucks in future, just like Obama.
Dude, what?
Sorry, it's just a habit at this point.
A guy that paid a porn star to sleep with him calling me a porn addict and a cuck out of nowhere is something I didn't think will happen. But yet, here we are.
Talking about porn.
I don't think it was the subject.
You're getting ran through by Joe worse than Lisa Ann in Who's Nailin' Palin.
And what? Dude, I think you're off your rockers tonight.
Don't you remember? Oh, and take this by the way, ha ha ha. But yeah, don't you remember that Donnie is on dry spell since inauguration? He is so pent up that he will connect everything with freaky deaky stuff at some point.
I don't want to hear it from you. You managed to sexualize a fictional sponge living in the pineapple under the ocean.
I wanted to, but Barry told me that I can't, so that's yet another lie you spread online.
Hey, Cabron, those bars were fire. Can I cop them for a shout out?
Sure, buddy.
I would detain you for coming in here uninvited, but you voted for me, so you get a pass. But still, get out of here.
Can't a felon go and visit another felon? I thought we were together in this.
You can surrender if you want, Barry. I won't blame you. I like submissive boys.
What the?
Classic counter. I think it's going to be an easy 5-0, and the chance of coming back from that deficit are 1 in 100,000, but becoming president before the age of 50, as a politician, is 1 to 1,000,000, so who says you can't do both? You already defeated the impossible odds once.
Well, he was a black Democrat, and a Republican president before him was a mess, so it was really impossible for him to actually lose these elections, so you're overrating his abilities, Ben.
I base my odds solely on statistic and historical data and nothing else.
Because you're a fucking geek, Ben. Real men like me see the world for what it is.
Fuck Messi.
Ouch. What the fuck, ref? Penalty, penalty.
Who said that?
It sounded like Messi, but I can't see him anywhere in this room.
It's probably that midget from the game.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot. We are playing a game. Ha 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 ha.
What a moron.
But guys, this game doesn't have any voice acting other than commentary, so it definitely wasn't from the game.
Then we catch schizophrenia from spending too much time because this fucker spreads it more than AIDS. Look, Ben, I don't give a fuck who it was, and it doesn't matter.
What I spread is some sweet, silky, smooth, petite, hairless legs.
That was a very risky slide there, Joe. I'm surprised my player jumped over your defender instead of getting a penalty.
What is funny to me is that Barry literally has higher possession, yet he is losing the game 5-0. Or not anymore, I guess.
That corner by Messi was revenge for the earlier when he got punched straight in the face by one of the defenders.
Now watch out for this Biden blast.
More like ass blast, if you ask me.
Oh my God! They have Drake at quarterback position. I love Niggas in Paris. That's one of my favorite songs.
Oh, Lord.
What the fuck did you say, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr.?
That's what the song is called.
It doesn't matter. You can't say that because you're a fibble-ass weak pussy boy that is underweight, sugar-addicted, heavy-drinking, 80-year-old failed father of a crackhead. And you're white.
Shh. Right there, Barry. Just hit this bong once. You better?
Much better. Thanks for being here for me, Donnie.
And now it's a Babylonia blast. Poop. I never knew Drizzy was so good at being a center. I guess he really practiced his ball handling on all those steamy studio sessions with 21 Savage.
Fun fact, although it's obviously not Aubrey Graham presented on the goal, but I don't think I need to explain this to anyone but Joe. Drake actually had a famous bet curse where a team he bet on winning a title never could win. But at the latest World Cup in 2022, he bet $1 million, I think, on Argentina winning the World Cup, and Argentina did exactly that. And he won big. I thought it was fun to mention that since we're on a topic of Drake.
$1 million? Ha! What a chump change. If you ain't betting at least 10 millas, then you're just straight up broke.
Or it also could be that you don't suffer from crippling gambling addiction.
Gambling addiction believers are just losers who can't bet and don't have an ounce of dedication and passion in their hearts. That's just how they cope with sucking ass at gambling. Don't worry, Donnie, and keep on grinding.
Ankara Messi, Ankara Messi, Ankara Messi, immens Messi. Go, 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 go. Vamos Argentina.
Okay, I stopped playing around. Now it's Brandon blast time.
There was definitely no stopping that. Your defense is too passive, Barry.
He is also the one that's too passive with his quarterback of a wife in bed, so that follows.
What the fuck did I ever do to you? Take that back right now.
Damn, chill, bro. It was just a prank. What a boring-ass second half. How are y'all going to shoot 6 goals in the first half, then follow it up with 2 in the next one? It doesn't make any sense at all.
Joe didn't really need more, and I couldn't get through his team. I guess that's the one advantage of his youngest starting 11 possible.
What is this little bitch crying about? What? Do your leggies hurt? Do you need your plushy teddy to help you with that?
Okay. So before Joe will roll out his menace side, I want to shout out OMG. It's Birdman Archive, because with a minute of time left, there will be no more goals scored.
I've been watching this match on the sidelines via Bill's surveillance cameras, so I gotta say that this video will be like 90% first half because the last 45 minutes were a snooze fest. But to follow up, Barry, shout out to K31 owner. I very much appreciate you, partner.
Surveillance cameras?
And you get a big Biden blast from the Papa Jacob Bowling. Wait, bowling soup. Ah, yes! Guys, let's play bowling. Please, please, please.
We'll see what we can do, Joe. For now, subscribe, leave a like, and comment what you want us to play next, and that would be about it. See ya.
Hold your fucking horses, Barack, because I need to respond to a comment that Hatman Destroyer left under our Star Wars video. And now here's the source video before I show you the comment. I swear, dude, even the boss fights from The Witcher weren't that easy. What is that? And now this is the comment. And listen here, my guy, I wasn't talking about no difficulty levels. I was talking about the game as a whole. And yes, I played through Witcher 3 on Death March difficulty, and the bosses are still way too easy for a real-ass motherfucker like me. Okay, now we can say bye. Subscribe to Oval Office Gaming right now, or Barack will go get your oil with his drones.